Hi, this is Nicole with Confreaks Geeks here at ALA 2018. We're going to be doing cosplay interviews today. We're going to be checking out a lot of great stuff. I mean, just looking around, this place is crazy, amazing, so much talent. So come join us. Let's go see what's out there. Hi, so can you please tell me what you're cosplaying as today?
Sure. Actually, I'm cosplaying as Oren from Final Fantasy X.
Okay, and you?
I'm Cloud Strife from Kingdom Hearts 1.
Sure, so I'm cosplay as Kaneki Kin from Tokyo Group.
Okay.
So I'm actually a cannibal. I eat human.
Should I be worried?
I'm not hungry, so you're good.
Okay, awesome.
We're cosplaying as Maya and Leona from King of Fighters.
Dragon Symmetra?
Dragon Symmetra, awesome. Is this an official skin from Overwatch?
Yeah, she had a Halloween skin.
If you are, there's other guys like all over the place.
Yeah, I only eat guys. Yeah, I don't eat girls. Awkward.
Awkward. Hi, can you guys tell me what you guys are cosplaying as today?
I'm cosplaying as Junkrat from Overwatch.
And I'm cosplaying as Roadhog from Overwatch.
No, but we're good.
Okay.
So where are you from? Like, I know that there's a lot of people from out of state and stuff. Are you
Yeah.
local?
I'm actually not local. I'm from all the way in Hong Kong, China.
Really?
Yeah.
So how did you hear about ALA to come out here?
Well, ALA is actually pretty popular, like in general. So I went to AX, and then people tell me that you should go to ALA. It's a smaller con, but it's not small.
Yeah, we actually live in Rancho Cucamonga, so we're about 10 minutes up the road.
Okay, awesome. So this is like the third year that ALA's been around. Do you guys come every year?
Yeah, we've come every year. We attended the last year, and that was still at LAX, and then they moved closer to us, so it was worth it.
We're both from Vegas, actually.
Crazy, get out.
Yeah.
What made you guys decide to come all the way out to LA for this?
I've been coming to ALA for, I want to say, at least 6 years, like the old venue and everything. This is her third year?
Third year.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we always come to ALA. It's one of our favorite cons.
It's
Okay,
kind of where we
awesome.
first bonded.
Oh.
We really enjoy doing it together and having each other's backs when we're doing cosplay. It's really fun for us. This is our nostalgic convention for us.
This is a really elaborate cosplay. I think you told me earlier that you're from Tijuana?
Yeah, that's right.
That's such a far distance from here. How did you guys transport so much such big equipment?
Well, we managed to pack everything because we actually came with some friends and they also had their own cosplay. So like Tetris.
Yeah.
We tried to sort out the pieces together.
How long have you guys been cosplaying for?
Oh, a long time. I'm 26, and I think my first technical costume was when I was 8.
Oh my goodness.
I've been cosplaying for about 5 years, so a lot less long than her.
Well, actually, I'm more into making props.
Uh-huh.
But I've been cosplaying for 8 years.
Oh my goodness. How about you?
About 7 years.
Oh my goodness. Have you guys always just cosplayed together?
Well, yeah, kinda. Yeah.
Do you guys tend to do group cosplays or cosplays that relate to each other, or do you guys sometimes do different cosplays when you guys go to conventions?
Sometimes we do different animes, but most of the times we try to find pairings that we can do from the same anime, so we can match.
I've been cosplaying as of March of this year would be 8 years.
Get out. What's your first con?
Anime Expo 2009, actually.
Awesome. What about you?
I have only been cosplaying for, I guess at this point it would be coming up on 3 years, starting with AX 2015.
So I know that you guys have been in the scene for a while, coming to ALA for as long as you have. How long have you guys been cosplaying?
I've been cosplaying for about 12 years, since middle school.
Oh my goodness.
I'm kind of old. I'm a grandma.
I first cosplayed in 2011. I did a Human Inuyasha cosplay, and then I never did it again. But then I picked it up again 3 years ago in 2015. And so since then, it's been non-stop cosplay for me.
Making up for lost time.
Basically.
This is my first official con cosplaying.
Okay.
But I've been cosplaying 10 years. It's pretty big in Hong Kong.
Awesome. So did you guys meet at a convention, or were you guys friends before?
We met at Anime Expo, actually. That was how we first met.
That's
So-
awesome. I love hearing stories where people meet at a convention. They just become like really good friends afterwards.
Yeah, now she lives with me.
Yeah.
You guys heard it here first, guys. This is how you guys find roommates in the future. So what got you guys started on cosplaying?
For me, I'd always gone to conventions, and my first convention back in the Midwest was like big costuming things, and I'm always like, I want to be Android 18. So I didn't know what cosplay was at the time, but it just every year after that was kind of what started it. My parents would help me out, and then I discovered, wait, this is a thing? Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, and with me, I went to a convention when I was 13, and then, I didn't cosplay for a few years, but I attended the convention year-round. It was YomaCon in Michigan, where I grew up, and suddenly I decided, wait a minute, I could do this costume thing that everyone here is doing. Ooh, and then I learned how to sew, and I started buying costumes, things like that.
So I gotta ask, how long did all of this take you to make?
The Halloween skin came out like 2 weeks before BlizzCon, and I wanted to wear it for BlizzCon. So 2 weeks for the suit, and then I just did this gun, so it was like a week for the gun.
Oh my goodness. That's a very, very impressive gun.
So I cannot take the credit for this one. Me and my friend took 3 months to make this. We have no idea what would come out because we are kind of on something when we make it. So we just like, okay, it turned out to be like that. Doesn't look exactly like an anime though.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, okay, now we have it. I'll wear it.
Very
it's actually
cool.
metal.
What?
Yeah, behind me, right here. It's inside me.
How heavy is this? So you said that you like making props.
Yeah,
How long
that's
does
right.
it take for you to make one of these props?
Well, it depends on the size, of course. For example, this one took me like a month, and that one took me like 2 months.
oh my goodness.
Even if this one has more detail,
Uh-huh.
the size and being able to like manage the weight of the blade, because
Uh-huh.
as you can see, this part it's too small to hold all the weight.
Right.
So
right.
it is the one that takes me more time. I need
Right.
to take a lot of consider a lot of the physics to goes into making a big sword.
So I noticed that your outfit is very unique and very like haute couture. I imagine you made it. How long did it take?
It took, well, technically I started it in November, and which sounds like a lot. It's actually just because I hated working with sequins, so I put it away for several months and then picked it up and be like, oh dang, the convention's in 2 weeks. I guess I should probably make that. But it was just something I love. Like, technically, this is an outfit that the character wears for about like 12 seconds in one episode.
Uh-huh.
But immediately once people saw it, they were texting me like, Mandy, when are you gonna make a sequin suit? Have you found a sequin suit? Yeah, what are you gonna do? You need a sequin suit.
That is so crazy. So because you make so many of your own props, what's your favorite material to use when you're making it?
Actually, you won't believe, but all of them are made of cardboard.
What?
Yes, everything is cardboard.
What made you decide to work with metal? That's not a very common material that most cosplayers use.
Good question, because I'm dumb. I have no experience. Next time, if I do a plot again, like I will make like PVC for sure.
PVC, might I suggest EVA foam?
The EVA foam, yeah.
Or perhaps someone else told me earlier their entire weapon was made out of cardboard.
Wow.
This is crazy because the thing is, a lot of cosplayers, and myself included, we use things like EVA foam,
Yeah.
right? Everybody likes and loves EVA foam. What made you decide to use cardboard? I mean, it looks amazing.
Well, remember that I started since like 8 years when we didn't have all of those materials.
Oh,
so
yeah.
cardboard is the most easiest thing that I could get to find.
What's the most challenging material that you've had to work with?
Probably like hair, like wig styling. I don't do wig style. So my first attempt wasn't the greatest attempt.
But it looks amazing. So I mean,
That's not
everything
really
is
there.
everything worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
I originally learned to sew with stretch fabric, so anything that doesn't stretch is like scary to me. But the most terrifying fabric I work with is suede, and I'm currently working with a lot of suede on a costume, so it's like my worst nightmare come true.
I'd say the most challenging thing is resin casting because you have
Okay.
to get it to a certain point and you have to mix it right, and then you have to create a mold, and also LED work. That's also challenging because you have to solder stuff together. I haven't done it in a while. I've been wanting to do another light up cosplay, but it's probably the most challenging for me anyway.
I think the most challenging for me is vinyl. Like
Vinyl?
Stretch vinyl.
Oh, okay.
Sewing with stretch vinyl can be very tricky, and sometimes a lot of the fabrics will pucker. So trying to sew on certain details can be really, I like to sew more than craft. So like I find a lot more difficulties with sewing and trying to like do so correctly. It's like, you always want to make sure everything looks like professional and like, or do your at least best.
Yeah.
So like there'll be a lot of times or a lot of costumes like things just pucker and you're just like, God damn it. So,
And I tend to want to use a lot of leather or pleather, and just layering that on top of each other is terrifying, especially when it doesn't want to go through the sewing machine straight. So
We've broken lots of needles on leather.
I'm sorry.
So where do you see the future of cosplay? I mean, you guys have obviously been in the scene for a while. There's been a lot of stuff that's available now that might not have been available 5 years ago.
I think it's a lot different actually. Like 'cause I came more from a role-playing community, so I would technically like just stay away from like the social media aspect, and I'd stay more so on like backdoors and forums and stuff like that, and I enjoyed that. I didn't even know what cosplay was, and I can see how it's so different now. Like you look around and it's a lot more cosplayers and people coming to enjoy the con.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I think business people have marketed that, and they realize that people want to dress up and get their photos taken. There's not a lot of people who will stay in full armored cosplay anymore, just walking around the con. They come, they get their photos, they leave, and that's like something I was really thinking about the other day, like how different cosplaying really is, and like how it's not so much about just like going to the con, but like now seeing friends and getting photos done.
Yeah,
From what I've noticed, but like that doesn't change anything wrong with that. And like I'm not saying there's anything bad, but like,
Yeah.
it's really cool seeing the generational shift.
Right. So where do you see cosplay going like in the next like 5-10 years?
I feel like it will be more normalized. Every time I bring it up, like there's always like at least the majority of the room has no idea what it is. So it's like an awkward thing to explain. But I like to think it would be more normalized.
I think that as it goes on, we're going to have access to more and more stuff to make even better, bigger things. And I think it's just always going to evolve. I mean, I guess that's technically what's happening with humanity. We're always evolving. So
Right.
I think cosplay will continue to do that as well.
Okay, well, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. I dig it. Hope to see you guys at future cons dressing up together.
You betcha.
So have a fun rest of the day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.